is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and today's starting pitcher, Hunter Green.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go, and now the center fielder, Stone Garrett.
The center fielder, Stone Garrett.
That one fouled off. The line and the pitch. That missed by a lot. And it's 2-2. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now it's Luis Garcia. The pitch. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
And now up for Washington, Vladimir Guerrero. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Garrett, the base runner at first with 1 out. Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. In the air out towards right center. Davis trying to get there. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in an at-bat, maybe even in a game. So you've got to be ready, zoned in the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they'll have a much better shot against it.
Next to hit, Gary Carter. This one in the air. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 left for Washington. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And today on the hill, Josiah Gray. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
And that's down and away. And the pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past. That's an issue once again early on.
Now, Ken Griffey Sr. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Right-hander kicks, deals. Top of the zone for a called strike.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play.
Runner on the move. Tap to first. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Here comes the pitch. That misses. And that's ball 2. That one the other way. Nunez zips it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Joe Morgan.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy I wanted to play with the game on the line. I mean, he's just so special in these situations. The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow everything down when they get into that situation. They come to a plate with a plan, they've studied the pitcher, and they just seem to execute a lot more than the average guy. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
One out, and a runner at second here on opening day.
3 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. At the belt and fires. And that's ball 4.
That's the ball. Take your base.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, they'll always have pressure and stress to the entire team.
So first and second with one man gone. Next for Cincinnati, Tony Perez. And another ball.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Righty delivers. And it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of a nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Swing and a pop ball. And the infield fly rule call.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Johnny Bench.
And now Johnny Bench. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable. Does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their number 1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
And down on strikes he goes. That ends the frame.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back, top of the second, and now here's a speed threat, outfielder Tim Raines. The pitch. Way high there. 3-1. And he couldn't come up with it.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
Joey Meneses now at the plate. That one fouled off. 2-2. In the air, right field. Griffey settles under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The first baseman, number 13,
Now it's Nick Senzel. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Wouldn't chase that time.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Just missed. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Inside ball 4. First and second, one out. Digging in, Nasim Nunez. The pitch. Out towards right center field. Sizing this one up. Davis pulls it in on the run.
The pitcher, number 40.
So first and second with 2 outs. Josiah Gray digging in for the Nationals. Two on, 2 outs. That one outside, and a count 2-1. And here it comes. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. So the Nats leave a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Cincinnati, bottom of the inning. And here's the veteran outfielder, Adam Dunn. The 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have got it. Didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
So digging in, Eric Davis. On a strike, the pitch. And there's a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Slider misses outside. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Kicks and deals. And that one is lifted in the air. They got it for out number 2.
Batting in, the third baseman.
And now it's going to be Jerry Hairston Jr. Two down, nobody on. Ground off the middle, that's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
At the plate, Hunter Green. Next offering is in for a strike. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. Up now for Washington, Stone Garrett. Out to short. Larkin sends it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Luis.
Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Garcia. Top of the 3rd, no score. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. And now the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Good eye in that spot. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fought off foul. The line to kick the pitch. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So 2 down. Gary Carter digs in now. 1-2 here. On the ground, right side. And that should be extra bases. Guerrero headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. And the right-hander deals. Fouls one off. 2-2. And the pitch. That one is upstairs. Joey Meneses up next for Washington. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. Headed towards the corner. Griffey getting an angle on it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And the home team down a run. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Barry Larkin. Now a fly ball to right center. Garrett makes his way towards it. Makes a nice running catch. 1 up, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 30, Ken.
Now at the plate, Ken Griffey Sr. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-'80s. Good contact, not much power, and he can run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
The wind of the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. And there's a hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So man aboard, and the batter now, Tony Perez.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
And it's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Reds leave 1. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark, start of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Joey Meneses. Line and a base hit into right. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Nick Senzel digging in for the Nationals. 2-1 now. Right through there for a strike. Kicks and fires. Off the plate inside. And it's 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him lifted. And there's 1 away.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Next to hit, Nasim Nunez. And a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Here's a 2-1. Late on that fastball.
That was straight queso right there.
2-2 down. On the ground to third. Nice stop. On to second. They get 1 to first. Not in time. Great effort there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
And now Josiah Gray. Green with a move to first. Nunez back in standing. One now. And that's downstairs and outside. spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And he deals. In the air, right field. Griffey settles under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Nationals 1 and the Reds nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench did a lot in his career to change the catching position. This guy popularized the one-handed catching stance, which not a lot of guys were using at the time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Bench used that unique stance, and he had amazing hands and 10 gold gloves to prove it. And the righty deals.
And Bench was one of the first catchers to use a hinged mid as well. Didn't take long before everybody was using them behind the plate.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Here's a 1-1. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. The wind and the pitch. Foul ball there. Home team down a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now for the Reds, Eric Davis. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. Not close with that one. 2-2. Outside. The Nationals leading by a run. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. Got him swinging. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They're down 1-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Fernando Cruz.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and the little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Stone Garrett. And a pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, run away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Luis Garcia, the next to hit. The pitch. Movement in the bullpen. Lucas Sims preparing to come on if needed. Antone also throwing. Ground ball left side. Tosses to first. And the first two set down to the top of the fifth.
Now back, right fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero digging in for the Nationals. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Late with the swing there.
Well, you know, with 2 out and
2 strikes.
nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? You got some pop. Swing for the fences.
And a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Right-handed reliever. And there's a ball.
That's inside.
Righty to the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to the left. Throws to first. And Vladdy is set down. Nats go down 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Nationals 1 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Cincinnati, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jerry Hairston Jr. And it finds its way through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a simple ground ball the other way, but we had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Matt McClain. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Gets a piece and stays alive.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And the pitch. Got him! And 1 gone.
Oh, locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
So the batting order turns over. Barry Larkin will hit next.
Well, that's off the plate.
And that's
Ball 2.
off the inside edge. 2-1. Hairston, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Pickoff throw.
No, he's
Hairston
dead.
back on a dive. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Here comes a pitch. Runner takes off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runner on the go again. That one the other way. And a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Murphy Sr., the next to hit for the Reds. First, back standing. He's in there safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Fires over to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So they've been held scoreless through 5. It's the Nationals 1 and the Reds nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, T.J. Antone. Well, one-run game. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Gary Carter. The wind of the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
You know, these Nationals really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work.
Oh, diving stop. And they get the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if he gets by him. I love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
So up next, Tim Raines. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and foul ball. Righty delivers. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Out to short, Larkin. Slings to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Joey Meneses. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. A long throw, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Joe Morgan. Fights it off, he'll see another.
All set to throw pitch number 100. He needs a quick inning here if he's going to be able to make it through 6 complete.
In the dirt, 2-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one is absolutely belted. Raines going back on this one. Hits the fence. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. Man at second. And another ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The pitch. With the tying run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Runner around third. Here's the throw. He's safe.
Comes through with the RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Josiah Gray done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Trevor Williams.
Trevor Williams.
Johnny Bench, the next to hit for the Reds. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag, and he's out. A bullet throw by Gary Carter.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
One down, base is empty. Hunter on a long base hit.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Next for Cincinnati, Adam Dunn. At the belt and fires. Double play ball to second. Flips it. There's one. And that's two. So one run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We go to the top of the seventh, and now up for Washington, Nick Senzel. The pitch. And a foul ball. And here it comes. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Got a batter now, Nasim Nunez.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground. Morgan on to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Showing us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Two outs. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1. That clips him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still tied, 1-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jordan Weems. And now the center fielder, Eric Davis.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Next offering is fouled back.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. Oh, down the mountain. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And they jump out front. It's 2-1.
game. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Jerry Hairston Jr. now at the plate. Kicks and deals. And another ball.
Well, these Reds putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage. So it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
And that's outside. And now 3 balls and a strike. And there's ball 4.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Cincinnati making a move for a pinch hitter. Jamer Candelario.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to say what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Now move to first. And he's back safely. And the right-hander deals.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Ripped to first. Caught. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play.
Man, those are tough ones all the way around. As a hitter, you feel you did everything right and kind of got robbed. As a runner, you're in a really tough position trying to read the ball and get back. And as the first baseman, it's a split-second reaction to catch the line drive as you're coming off the bag. But he did a great job of having the awareness to know he could get 2 outs, not just the 1.
1 run across in the frame so far. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 for the Reds on the homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Rob Dibble.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Stone Garrett digging in for the Nationals. Looking to get the tying run on base. And another ball. Out towards left center. Dunn heads towards it. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
That's such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up and in, 2-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 7, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Mole warming up as well. The pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Left-hand batter waits. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One down. Vladimir Guerrero digging in for the Nationals. And a pitch. And now 2-1. And the pitch. And that one fouled off. One-run game, one out, one on. Hit on the ground, might be two. Touches the bag for one. Double play. And he can't seem to break through. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Reds 2 and the Nats 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tanner Rainey
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here. Now here is Ken Griffey Sr. The MO for him is contact. The guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere. Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
In now for the Reds, Joe Morgan. And the righty deals. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Around third. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Man at first, and here is Tony Perez. High fly ball down the left field line. Drifts towards it. Rains. Pulls it down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here's the Reds catcher, Johnny Bench. Morgan stands at first with one out. There goes the runner. It's a pitch out. Throw to second, tag, and he's out. A bullet throw by Gary Carter.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
The 2-1. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. Back, it's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 7, a chance at her first save of the year. Gary Carter digging in for the Nationals.
Oh, that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning was so good to add on, especially with this power hitter at the plate. If he goes deep, you're still up in the ball game. Really good spot to be in right here.
She deals. Chases that one out of the zone. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
She's 2 outs away. Tim Raines digs in now. Rip to third. Over to Perez. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Nationals, the first baseman, Joey.
So it's their last chance in this one. Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals. The pitch. And that one fouled off. This could end it. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds collect their first win of the season.
The ball for her first career save deserves to be on display at her house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 3 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Nationals, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Our paid attendance at Great American Ballpark this afternoon, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.